Welcome back to Greenlands, and today we are going to be starting to prep our field, so mulching and ploughing and maybe some cultivating. Let's roll the intro. So I'm recording this before precision farming drops, but it will definitely be releasing after precision farming drops. I have decided with this map we are going to wait until we harvest the sugar beets, which will be next month in game. If they're not ready next month, they're not going to be ready and they'll get ploughed in. But we're going to give them a chance. Happens sometimes with crops on maps when you start them. I had it on Calmston, on a save that I had on there. The potato field that we had did not get to ready harvest. In fact, it might have even been sugar beet field. So we'll not judge that yet. We will wait and see. But yeah, gonna mulch the fields, which I don't normally do. Plough and maybe cultivate some of them depending on what they need. We might start ploughing in some of the grass fields as well. So let's get shopping. You'll see the money has gone up again. The BGA has been busy, and so far this month it has made us £120,000, which is quite nice. So this mulcher released recently, I think last week for me now. The Lizard Katrina, £25,000. Working, yep, £25,000 working, width of 9 meters and 21 mile an hour working speed. So that will be quite cool. We are going to buy that, and that's what the T6 is here for. Because that's 175 horsepower. I think it's actually more than that. So what we'll probably do is have the T6 working on courseplay. Just wondering if I can use a worker to get that to the farm. Nope. Okay. So let's get the plough bought first. So we're going to use the cheaty plough for this. I was looking at these John Deeres, but they're not actually that big. So we're going to go for the 9 meter cheaty plough. It needs 320 horsepower. We've got 350, I think. We're going to get it in class colours. I guess that's kind of class coloured. Yeah. 19,000 for that, and we're going to use the Zarian for that. I know I brought the other smaller ploughs, and I'll probably use those as well. We'll probably have lots of kit running in the field at once on this one, I think. So let's crash in to the mulcher and get that back to the farm. So yes, the plan is that we have a whole load of fields that we've harvested that we are going to mulch. Probably not going to bother mulching the grass fields. We do need to plough those in so that we can replant them. I'm wondering actually if we can replant those in October. Let's just have a quick look at the growth calendar. Grass planting, so we could get those planted next game day as well. That might actually be what we do. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll get those ploughed in and planted. Didn't see that. I'm supposed to be doing better at not crashing. I think we'll start on these fields out here. Let's jump into the class. Get that back as well. Maybe we should mulch the grass before we plough in. Let's try that. Not done that before. It's the series about new things, so we will try that as well. See if we can push up the yield on our grass fields. Yeah, if we get those planted, I'm not sure whether they'll grow. They might grow next in November, but at least means they will be ready for next year. That damn gate and my bad driving. Okay, So let's unfold the mulcher and we'll see if the T6 is going to run it. It's looking dubious at the moment. Oh no, there we go. Okay. So, number of headlands, 2 going to give me enough? 2, 3. Start on headlands, smooth corners will be fine. Generate course. Should work. First waypoint. Go. Right. Yeah, you can see the change in texture as that's being mulched in. Awesome. That's really fast. Okay, and we'll follow. Is our plough wide? Yeah, our plough's wider than our mulcher, so we're going to have to wait for that one. So, did we have another mulcher that we own? Maybe we could get multiple things going at once on here. No, we just have the one mulcher. Might be a limiting factor. Maybe we could get another one. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 fields that I think we want to mulch. I think we should buy another one. No, we don't want to sell that one. We want to buy another one. Let's actually just quickly look in the sales. Nope. Let's buy a pair. And we need a suitable tractor. Let's use the other class, shall we? We'll be classy today. Sorry. Not particularly classy driving. So I took the jewels off of the Zarian because I didn't think we needed them for ploughing particularly. And they're so difficult to get through the road. I mean, we barely got through that gate without the jewels on. We would never make it with them on. That's already round on the second headland. It's quite not a very big field, I guess. Yeah. Maybe we didn't need a second one. I really should do some setting up of auto drive to do things like the shop as well. I have not done yet. But yeah, we have. Well, you'll have precision farming by now. I don't yet, because time travel. There. Let me know in the comments below what you think of precision farming now that it's been released. I'll have probably done a video separately on precision farming by now anyway that you'll have seen before this, or maybe several. So yeah, it's not even worth me talking about my plans for precision farming videos because I'll have probably done them by now. So, well, by the time you're seeing this. Hang on, there we go. Concentrating on getting out in the traffic, which is pretty brutal on here. We may end up getting rear-ended. Hopefully, we'll be okay. Stick beacon on at least. Yeah, we were fine. Loads of room. So I haven't added it yet on here because we don't really need it, but did that video on the vehicle sail control thingy mod, which I'm probably going to be adding definitely to Calmsden because we need it. Not worth adding to the survival challenge because that series is kind of almost done. Probably a couple of episodes to go on there. Oh yeah, definitely something I'm going to be using in future video series. At least until we get the, something like the used equipment mod. Yes, I know I shouldn't have opened that before I came through the hedge, and I shouldn't have gone through the hedge. You're not here for my awesome driving, are you really? Come on. That confused me. 2 headlands. Field centre, up, down. Start working on headlands. No, we don't want that. I don't know why courseplay sets that as such a big number to start off with. Generate course. Awesome. First waypoint. Bosh. Go. Right. Let's have a little go with this plow, and then I think we'll jump into time-lapse mode and get some of the other plows working as well, because we've got 3 of them now. We may as well make them do something. Yeah, I'm also recording this actually just after the last video went live, and I'm curious what people think of the lots of courseplay. It's sometimes how I play when I'm just playing for fun, so yeah, interested to see what people think. I'm not sure what size stones we're getting there. Hoping they are rollable stones. They are not, they are large stones, so we're going to need a rock picker. Damn you. Oh well. Just have to buy ourselves a rock picker. We may get a modded rock picker actually, so that we can do it a little bit quicker. Because I don't normally like rock picking. The other thing that I want to add on here, so I was talking about productions last time. There's one that dries digestate or slurry into solid fertilizer. We've got a BJ that's producing shed loads of digestate, so definitely going to be adding that in. Said about the sugar beet factory or sugar mill, and what I've done is over by the grain mill there is a grass field which is quite a nice size, and it backs straight onto where the grain mill is. So I have gone in and edited the map and taken out the fence between the two, and I'm planning to use that as my more industrial productions area. Come on. Let's see if I can, there we go, let's try sticking the front diff on. There we go. So yeah, plan to use that for my more industrial productions area. So we're going to have the sugar factory over there. The grain mill is there already, which we're going to buy. I might put in the oil factory as well, because I think we have some canola in store. We do. So yeah, we might actually get those going through the productions, because I do want to use more productions on here, because I think it's going to up our profitability a lot, which is going to be important with such a big loan to repay. And what I haven't checked is, does this field actually need ploughing? I have picked one of the fields that does not actually need ploughing to plough. Awesome. Oh well. Wonder whether getting this done before we switch on precision farming will affect our environmental score, because that's based on whether you plough or not, or partly whether you do heavy tillage. And maybe we're cheating the system a little bit by getting the ploughing done before we switch on precision farming. And I know this is not super realistic ploughing, it is a way of ploughing, so that's how I'm doing it on here for now. Anyway, I think that's enough waffling. Let's get into some time lapse. We'll get this field done, and then we're going to start getting more tractors working, I think. So future me will be with you in a bit. And here I am, and you can actually see that the mulcher is missing some tiny bits, but it's not the end of the world, because mulching is such a small yield boost. I just felt like doing it on here to get some completeness going. It's very rare that I have mulched. In fact, I have only mulched when I have been testing whether mulching is worth doing or not, because it's really not that big a bonus. I think it's 1 point something % on the actual yield if you do everything else. So yeah, it's not a huge bonus. We have got the class running as well. I think I covered that in the intro to the video. We end up with all 6 of our larger tractors running. The only thing we don't end up using are our 2 little masses. So hooking up T7 to the Greenland plow. Excuse me, once this field has been mulched, that will be getting to work in there, because it does need ploughing. We can crack on with this. We are going to end up getting the Deutz 8 series that we've got, or 7 series. It's a That's 8 series we've got, I think. We're going to end up sticking that on the cultivator. We are going to have the what's the other tractor we've got? God, my brain is going. The FS22 on the other plow as well. We're going to have everything running at once to really get this fieldwork sorted hard and fast. So next game day, next game in this video, we progress into the next day and have to finish off some of this tillage because the light fades too much and I can't see what I'm doing. Then we have a whole load of rock picking to do and some grass fields to plant. I might do both of those between episodes because I want to get to the beet harvesting to get that done. You'll have seen a video partly between now and then on why I want to do that, and then I want to get that done because I want to get precision farming in here, and this is the first game I'm going to be using precision farming, but I want to do the beet harvest first. So the rock picking is going to take quite a while. Planting a couple of grass fields is not really that exciting, so probably going to do those off camera, I think. I will have probably made that decision by the time you get to see this. I'm just going to stick the weight pack on the back of the Zarian because it seems to be struggling a bit with traction. Really weird. I expected this tractor to do a lot better, so picked up a weight as well. I think that's the weight that I had on the Class or the Fent before. It's a bit of extra weight. And we can now get the T7 going with the Cavernland plow. This field doesn't seem to detect properly, actually. You can see it's picking up a couple of the grass fields, and there are a few fields that I found going through this that the game can't detect properly with courseplay. Now, I'm not sure if when I finish ploughing them all that will sort that. I haven't rechecked, but we can get the plough going in this field instead because it's going to start on the edge that's already been mulched, and the plough is going to cover the ground much slower than that mulcher. So yeah, we can just leave the T7 to work getting this field ploughed, and I'm going to have to use the Class to with the cheaty plough to do this field because something wrong with its field boundaries. I am going to mulch all grass fields as well. Not sure if you would mulch in the rain, but hey. So we'll get the Arian going with that. To 4 tractors running. I'm not sure what. I think I was basically just waiting for the mulcher to get far enough ahead that we had fields to put more tractors into. So this one is next, and I think I have to do this one manually, or I've decided to do it manually. I'm not sure if it's courseplay not detecting it or me just deciding to do something different. So I think we've got a worker running on the big Class Zarion to do some ploughing while we do some mulching for a change. I did end up spending a lot of time in the Zarion with the 9-meter plough, just churning through fields. So it's nice to do something different. This is a really fast bit of kit. On this smaller field, it's actually quite tricky to make use of the speed, and the other mulcher is over in what was our oat field. That field doesn't need ploughing, so that's the one that's going to get the cultivator in it on the back of the doits, just so that is ready for planting either in the autumn or the spring. So the other thing I'm going to do is once the beets are up, I'm going to stick my geo in, we'll stick precision farming in, and we'll go from there. We'll work out what we're going to plant in all the fields and how we're going to progress. So on to mulching the grass fields. So these were mown last time, not harvested. I'm just checking that the 724 can run the other Cavernland plough, because we are now at the point where we have several fields waiting for things to be done to them. So yeah, I try to set courseplay up to run in this field and it doesn't want to detect. Something doesn't work with courseplay. Yeah, it gets hung up. So it was fine for the... No, I had to mulch by hand as well, didn't I? So we end up ploughing this one by hand with the Zarion in a bit. I do try using a base game worker, but it doesn't do a great job. It leaves some gaps, so I end up taking over. Just finishing up field 75 with the Zarion, and then we are going to head straight over to that grass field, field 58, which is waiting to be ploughed. I used a base game worker to do this, and it did miss a few bits. I did a very simple couple of laps around the field as a headland, and then stuck a worker on. It got most of it done. So Yep, so that's field 55 mulch. That was our oat field, as I said, into the grass fields now. And we've got a few of the arable fields left to do as well. Just basically working my way anti-clockwise around the farm from where we started. Okay. Grabbing the Deutz and the cultivator that we've got. That's an 8 series. Yeah. So many tractors on here I'd forgotten. And this is going to be another courseplay job, hopefully. Hopefully courseplay will work. Yep, so we can just leave this to do its thing and get this field cultivated for us. So we've got quite small seeders and planters on here. They're all 6 meter or 4 meters. So basically the plan is to have lots of kit running again, because all the roads and things are quite narrow and the fields aren't huge. So I didn't feel that we could run like the big planters and seeders. So, but it might mean that we have 2 planters and 2 seeders, but we might need more. We might need to have all of the tractors running again. So courseplay is ploughing field 41. I'm getting stuck into field 42. You can see we're paying quite a bit in wages, as the money is just ploughing down, literally ploughing down. Sorry, my humour is it's an acquired taste. My wife does not have that acquired taste most of the time with my awful jokes. She gets many worse jokes than you guys get. So into the next field, one of the bigger fields. I think we have 2 big fields left to mulch. Those mulchers have done an awesome job. They have mulched almost the entire farm, the 2 of them, in part of a day. It's been pretty nuts. In the same time, we've had 3 plows and a cultivator running, trying to keep up, and they don't keep up, even with the 9 meter GT plow. You can just see we have the tractors working into the night. It's so nice having, I really like having lots of tractors working. It makes the farm feel alive. So I've just jumped in the 724. Need to go down the hill for that. It seemed to be struggling a little bit with power. There are some missed bits in this field which we're going to pick up in the morning because it's too dark to see where they all are. I think the Fendt is done. Just got a little bit to do in here with the New Holland. Just finishing up field 62, which was one of the bigger canola fields, I think. That's that one done, and I think that's the T7 done. So early next morning, just finishing up some of the missed bits with the ploughing now. You can see we have so many stones. I'm going to use one of Iconic's 9 meter stone pickers, and there's a debris crusher on here, so we're going to turn it into lime, but I just don't feel like doing that for a video. So, don't enjoy rock picking, so I just want to get it out of the way. So that's all tidied up. Now our silage bales are fermented, so we're going to get some of those into the BGA. I was kind of surprised that this telehandler struggles with 3 bales. So, can't tell from in cab, we kind of just about can, that the back end is picking up quite a lot, so we have to go down to 2 bales, which is a little bit annoying. But this will give us a nice boost in income, because these will process fairly quickly, much quicker than the fermenting silos are producing silos. So you can see here we can't actually pick 3 up with a bit of extension on the boom, and boom, I knock some bales over. It's been a while since I've done that, so. And yeah, with the BGA you can put them in front, or you can put them actually in the bunker to ferment. A few more and I think we'll be full, so I'll have to come back and do the rest later. I could probably have just stacked them all up in the bunker in front of the BGA, but we'll put a few in front and leave those to go into the BGA as we get a few other bits done in the last little bit of this video. Yep, so those are going in. So I think actually it's now just a case of tidying up, getting everything washed and put away, because we made a lot of dirty kit in the last video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button. If you didn't, click the dislike button. They both help the YouTube algorithm, so you know, either way you are helping. Leave me a comment below Well, if you've got something to say, if I just want to say hello, that is awesome. And if you're not, please click subscribe and turn on notifications. And I will catch you next time on Greenlands, where we will probably be harvesting sugar beets.